Welcome to Humankind. This is the third time I've ever started Humankind, the game. You'll notice I've already started the program here. Normally I start the program after I start the screen, but I wanted to go in and do a couple of quick cleanups. You'll notice I'm on the main menu screen. I've changed the quality level from good to beautiful. We'll see how that plays out. If I have to change it back, I'll change it back. That's pretty much it. Here's the game that I've been playing. I started playing yesterday on the release day. I jumped through the Neolithic era, and now I'm on turn 17 of the Ancient Era. Again, like I mentioned, this is the third time I've ever fired up Humankind. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to jump in and continue the last game I've played. I'm using this lovely gentleman here. If you look at my plan for Humankind, what I'm trying to do is go in and basically sample everything that it could do. So I'm trying to buzz through a couple of things. Cultures, I don't want to spend too much time on all of these strategy on this strategy game. What I want to do on cultures is pick one kind of at random. Civics, I'm just going to pick the civics that puts me to the middle of the ideological window that the Humankind developers think exists. The tech, I'm just going to build the cheapest so I can go through and see what's going on and not spend too much time during the stream thinking about how to do stuff. If you see me make an obvious error, pop in and let me know. Districts, if I get well, each culture has a unique district. I'm going to make sure I build that unique district just so I can see what it does. Era stars, as soon as I get the minimum number of era stars to go to the next era, I'm going to jump to the next era. I think that's a bad idea gameplay wise, but that's what I'm going to do. Avatar, I think everyone agrees that the avatar I've got on there is, I'm not saying that's what I look like, but I am saying that avatar is dead sexy. Battles, I'm going to auto-resolve most of the battles, unless it lists me as being weaker, then I'm just going to run away. The pace, I'm going to try to run through things fairly quickly. When I set up this game, I set a smaller world, quicker pace. I think 300 moves. The standard is 600 moves. Or maybe I set it at 200 moves and the standard is 300 moves. At that pace, I think, well, obviously it makes the gameplay a little bit quicker. I've had 3 opposing civilizations, and I either have 3 or 4 continents. I couldn't tell from the UI in the game generation if I had 3 or 4 continents. Okay, so let's jump into the game and see how long it takes to fire up. First time I started, it took a couple minutes to get to this screen, and then when I started the game, getting everything set up, it took maybe 4 or 5 minutes. I mentioned that not because I think it's a bad thing for Humankind to take 4 minutes to fire up, just something to notice. You can see here I'm a Zhou. They're an aesthete, so they get era stars based on how they do fame, which is unfortunate because I don't really know how to do fame. But we'll see what happens. That's part of the reason I picked them was 1, so I didn't have to think very much about it, and 2. Just to get an idea of what that sort of civilization does. So when we get to the game, you'll see I have a huge problem. I picked a city location based on what I thought was reasonable, but it turns out it apparently is a really horrible city location. I don't want to make it clear that I've never played Humankind before. I've not run through the Humankind tutorial, but I have watched couple hours of YouTube videos explaining to me how this thing goes. So we'll see what happens there. I'm kind of jumping in without the tutorial to see how well, I don't want to say intuitive, but how well designed the AI is. Apparently it's pretty easy to put a city down in a bad place, because if you notice, I'll show you the one city that I've got right now, and you can see it's hemorrhaging people. It doesn't have it can't support itself population wise. But when I set down the city, I did look around. There were a couple of places that were 100% industrial, that had no wheat icons. So I picked a place that had a couple of wheat icons, but apparently you need a whole gob of wheat icons. So we'll see what I can do. Okay, this is the city that I'm talking about. I renamed it Patrickville. So if you look at the city right there on the side, they've got a population of -1. I've got a population of -1 in my capital city. It looks like... Okay, and then I've got fortification levels and 2 districts. And some other stuff. But this population is the thing that is killing me. As you get more population, you can slot them into doing things. Food, industry, money, and science. Right now, if I had some population, I would make them grow food. But I don't have any population, so I can't grow any food. The food that I do have is unclear to me. Okay, 6. It looks like I'm getting 6 food per farmer as a base value. And I'm going to gain 1 population every 6 turns. Now what happened was a turn or so before I just lost a population. I apparently went from 0 to -1 in population. So I guess I'm glad the game didn't give me a game over. I'm looking at this. I've got 4 wheat on my main tile, and then I get 2 from somewhere else. Not exactly sure where. But once I get the next population, that population is going to consume more resources than I'm producing. So right now I'm producing 6. I think that first person consumes 8 or something like that. So this apparently was a horrible place to put a city. I thought I was being clever because the first district that I built was this unique district. That was one of my plans, was to go in and build a unique district so that I could see it. The unique district gets a bonus if it's near mountains. So when I built the city near 2 mountains, on the assumption that the district would go inside the city, but the district goes outside the city. So I think the district only gets bonus from 1 mountain here. Plus 5 science from exploitation. I have no idea what that means. Plus 8 stability from an adjacent district. Yeah, so I'm not sure what this Confucian school is doing, but I do know that I'm running low on food, and this was a bad place to build the food, even though build the city, even though there were some food tiles around. So anyway, so I learned to pay more attention to the city. Now I've gone ahead, let me just give a quick overview. I've created an outpost here. I'm not sure what this outpost is doing. I think I'm going to gain a population. So right now I have 1? No? I can't tell what the population of this city is. Sorry, it's not a city, it's an outpost. I think I've got 1 pop, and the maximum is 4. If I can understand, yeah, so plus 4 population limit from city or outpost. Yeah, so if you're a UI designer, you can watch me stumble through this. This stuff is going to be obvious the next time I play, although, like I said, this is the 3rd time I fired it up. I haven't spent a lot of time trying to figure out what's going on here, so I can relocate my outpost or create a horse ranch. I don't want to do any of that stuff. So what is this? This is another, wait. Okay, so I guess I created another outpost. This outpost has 0 population, but it's going to gain a new population in 4 turns. Okay, I guess that's good. So that's got 2 food. No, it's getting 8 food a turn. 2 from the outpost, which I think is this number right here. And then 6 from exploitation. I don't know what that means. I'll have to figure it out later. So this kind of reminds me, hang on a sec. This kind of reminds me So this is an actual game box of civilization, build an empire to span the test of time. Full. It's got, you kids don't remember, but back in the old days they used to print out stuff and tell you what, how to play the game. Didn't have any in-game tutorials. So here's the manual for civilization. And then I've actually got the diskettes here. I don't have any machines that can read that. But anyway, this situation here reminds me of when I started Civilization. It looks like it was in 1992, back in the olden days. I had the same thing where they had the similar sort of deal where they had industry, wheat, and gold, I think. So I spent a couple of hours, my first couple of playthroughs, I spent a lot of time checking everything. So I'll probably have to do the same thing here. So it looks like I've got a outpost that's going to gain another outpost that's going to gain a population, and then a city that's going to gain a population. But once that population shows up, it eats more food than we have in there. So what I want to do here is I think I want to build a district that will make some food. So if I do this, I don't know what this is. Wait, yeah, so. Yeah, so it's not, it looks like it's not letting me build public ceremonies or units because I have no population. And it's, okay. Okay, so it's not letting me build anything because it thinks I'm an outpost. I gotta say that's kind of annoying. Yeah, view only constructible, nothing. You will have nothing and like it. Okay. So my city's frozen. I apparently picked the wrong tile to build on. And I've already built a couple of more outposts. I'm guessing I picked the wrong tile for those guys too. Looks like I can move the outpost. Outpost relocation. Let me see what happens if I do that. So if I move the outpost, it looks like it suggests some place for me. Gives a preview of the FIMS bonuses you will gain or lose by building your district on this tile. I'm assuming FIMS is financial, industry, mommy, and soup. I don't know. Okay, apparently you're supposed to go through the tutorial before you do stuff. So this says 0 greater than 2. I don't think 0 is greater than 2, but I don't know. So I've got 2 industry and 2 food, and if I want to move there, it says 0 greater than 2. I have no idea what the hell they're talking about here. Yeah. Maybe I can relocate this guy here. No, I cannot. Sorry, that's the troop. Alright, I thought I heard my dog in there. Okay, so looks like frames per second is 54. I had that locked at 90 when I turned it up from good to beautiful. I don't see any particular stuttering or anything. 55 seems to be going okay. So I'm going to leave that alone. Anyway, the big problem is the city here. This might be insolvable. This might be something I can't do anything about. Because it does not look like it's going to let me move the city. Even though I can move an outpost. It's not going to let me build anything. Until I get a population back. And turn on the pops here. So I've got... Probably should have built it some... Okay, let me go back to here. And say I'm going to move and see what it says. Okay, so it's not giving me any locations in here. Okay, so wherever I go here, it gives me 2 of everything. Yeah, so, clearly this is something that the tutorial would have covered, I hope. But right now I have no idea what the interface is trying to tell me. Again, if you're a UI designer, hey, it doesn't hurt to have a pop-up where you write 3 or 4 sentences of this is what I'm trying to tell you, as opposed to using these freaking icons and crap. Whatever. So now I've got a... Okay, so now I've got a warrior. Now I have a warrior. I just built a warrior. Finished building a warrior. I wonder if that's what took away the population from there. So I am going to go disband unit. That's interesting. Disbanding a unit within the limits of one of your cities or outposts will grant 1 population to it. Interesting. Let me go back to the city. I'm really banging away at this thing. Okay, so this thing costs 1. It looks like the archer costs 1 person 1 pop. A scout costs 1 pop. And a warrior costs 1 pop. A scout rider costs 1 population and horse. Okay, so I think I'm kind of fumbling my way through this. Let's keep going here. Fumble, fumble, fumble. So I think what I'm going to do, let me zoom out. The Hittites, you can see, have already attacked me twice. I'm going to say unprovokedly, although once I was wandering around in their territory, and the other time I wasn't. So I'm going to use my warriors to maybe kill some animals and then head down to the Hittites. And let me just head straight down to the Hittites. I've got a couple of scouts. I can send everybody down to the Hittites and see what's going on. And then if they don't have any units, maybe I'll just attack them because they seem like they're going to be a problem. And I'd like to just peacefully coexist. But I'm just gonna attack them because that's kind of against the way I usually play games. Okay, so here's a scout. I'm gonna run him down to here. Here's a scout who's up at 93%. I'm gonna run him up. No, I guess I can't. I'm gonna run him over to here, see if I can get some eyes on his empire. He's got some horses. They're not gonna let me trade for horses. I don't see any units down here on this nice plain next to the coast. Although now it looks like I can see pretty much the whole coast. It's possible that one of these tiles juts off into another continent or continuation of this continent, but it just doesn't look like it. So this is the only place where I can't see what's going on. That looks like his capital would be my guess. So I've got a guy here. I'm going to bring this guy down. This is my warrior. And he can go to here. I'll keep him in my territory. Okay, and then this guy, same deal. I'm going to move over. Oh, here we go. So here's a...
Come over here.
Okay, that's annoying. So this here turns out to be a cliff. Really? That's a cliff? That doesn't look like a cliff to me. Big dummy. What the? Okay, so I was trying to get from where I was, which I think was right here where this 5 industry is, over to this 2, so that I could look at this discovery. But so I clicked on the discovery, and then without any indication, it runs me all the way around this mesa here. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm assuming there's a good reason for it, which I'll figure out later. And then the second part is, when I stopped it, it decided, oh, you must mean to attack whatever the hell that was I attacked. Okay, so it looks like the Hittites are going to culturally convert me, so I definitely have to start a. Great. So now my guy's at 55%. Ooh, oh, what did I get from that, by the way? What did I get from that battle? What did I get from that battle? Tell me what I got from that battle. I don't know what I got from that battle. You're not gonna tell me anywhere. So none of these have anything to do with the battle that I just fought. Where is the battle that I just fought? Okay, so kids, the solution is to go through the tutorial. As of right now, I'm not super happy with what's going on, but I kind of expected it. It's impossible to design. Jesus, it's impossible to design these games. One idle city. It's impossible to design these games and have them actually work for somebody who doesn't know what's going on. That's why they have these, 15 half-hour, 45-minute tutorials to teach you all this stuff. It would be nice if there was some way that it was more intuitive, but not, so screw them. I'm just going to go to the next. No construction in progress. Ah! Skip this city. Okay, as of right now, I can't figure out how to not. One idle city. So I can't figure out how to tell it, yeah, that idle city is okay. So I think I'm going to have to go to the settings, go to the gameplay. Let's see. Tutorial off. That was a mistake. Activate Epic Overlay. Mouse and keyboard, UI, English, subtitles. Enable mandatories. I'm going to have to turn that off. For now. So that I can end my turn. Okay, I got a new notification. Good job. Let's see. Patrickville has gained 1 population. Why is there a 2 there? Nobody knows. Okay, so here we go. So I've got 0 population. I went from -1 to 0. So now I'm a city. Now I can build stuff that doesn't require people. That's good. So I can do public. Okay. Construct only visible. Public ceremonies or some of this stuff here. And this says your city's food output is high enough to support population growth. You're currently gaining 1 population every 6 turns. So that's good. I thought when I got this population, this pop, I guess it's 0. So they're taking up 0 food. So the next population I get is going to take up a bunch of food. I'm making 6. If I remember correctly, I think when I glanced at it last time, I think it was when I must have had 2 pops. And those were taking 8. I'm gaining 6, so I was losing 2 food every time. And I built that warrior unit. So that's how I got to -1. Well, I have to applaud the programmers, which I am one. Have to applaud the programmers for handling the negative population case. That's pretty impressive. So now I have 6 turns to gain another population, which will allow me to build some units. But in the meantime, just based on the name alone, I'm going to try to build a farmer's quarter, and that should give me 1 more food. So right now I'm making 6 food. Maybe this will help me make 7 food. So the effects of this, it's going to exploit the wheat. It's going to give me 1 food. It's going to cost 10 stability, but I get stability coming out the yazoo. Here's my stability. Output 100% is greater than 100%. So I don't know what the heck that greater than symbol is supposed to symbolize, but it's not greater than. Okay, so stability, I'm gaining about 90, about 100 per turn. It looks like I'm capped out at 100. So that might come in handy later, where I'm losing right now. I've got 100, and I've got about 125. I'm losing 27, so I'm getting way more than I need. I'm already capped at 100, and I'm getting 100 per turn. But in the future, maybe if I start some other cities, maybe those will cost stability. Okay, so I just want to build this farmer's quarter just because I'm low on food. A negative population, and oh, there we go. Garrison gives me 5 stability. Mining gives me everything. No. Mining exploits all the resources, but gives me 3 money and 2 stability. I think I'm just going to build this just because it has a picture of a wheat on it. So it looks like it's telling me, I can't tell if these are the legal places I can build or if this is the suggested places I can build. Also, the rotation is kind of clanky, so okay. So 3. Let's see. Maybe they're all the same. Let's just see. Oh, no, they're not. They're different. Okay. Okay, so this gives me 2 food. This gives me 1 food. This gives me 1 food. This gives me 3 food. And this gives me 4 food. It costs some stability, but like I said, I got stability out the yazoo. So I'm going to put my farmer's quarter right there. And I'm building a farmer's quarter. It looks like I can build more in the future. That's good. So they told me, what was that, 4? Boy, there really needs some way to rotate so I can see what the heck is going on. I complained the last time. Okay, so I need to stop complaining. I'm enjoying the game. What I'm doing now is pointing out the things that annoy me, which is, 1, I don't know what's going on, which is not really the developer's fault. I will say some of this stuff is not clear. Again, you don't have to, if you're a UI person, you don't have to communicate solely through bizarre little icons. This thing here is perfect. As soon as I pop over this bizarre little icon, which I'm not sure what the heck it was, it tells me it's silver. Doesn't look at all like silver to me. I never would have guessed that, but now it tells me everything that's going on. In the future, I'll see that and think, oh, silver. I built my city in the wrong place, but hopefully I can rectify that. I've got my army kind of headed over towards the Tutsa and the rest of the Hittites. Let me pull back here. Maybe I'll just destroy them right at the start. Maybe the game doesn't really allow that, but I guess we'll find out. So I'm going to go to my next turn. But first, I'm going to go back to my game options and go to, no, game options, settings, enable mandatories. I'm turning the mandatories on because I found that helpful, except when I didn't. Yeah, so there's a way, if you have negative population and you can't build anything and you have the mandatories on, it won't let you. That to me seems like a bug. I'm super happy that the developers figured out how to handle negative population, and that seems to work. If you do have a negative population though, and only one city, as near as I can tell, the game wouldn't let you go to the next turn. So now I'm going to resume. I've got mandatories on. It's going to let me go to the next turn. Oh, so I went to the next turn. What is going on here? Okay, so this is the next turn. So I've got a bunch of people sitting around. Now let me see if I can figure out what the heck is going on with this thing. So now it's letting me go to this discovery. So when I go to this discovery, I get 20 gold. I think. It kind of went in and out. Yeah, I profound curiosity, the old horde, 20 gold. And I gained a population. So I can't tell if that means I have a population of 2. I'll go take a look at that. But first, I found, 20 gold? So now I've got 79 gold. I'm making 2 per turn, which doesn't seem like a lot. Sorry, I'm making 3 per turn. But the group of warriors, I have to pay them. Otherwise, they'll kill me. Okay, so I want to go one more. So they still have 1 unit left, 1 movement point left. I would like to get on this river up here so that I can go down this river and attack them. So let me see if I can get up there. Well, I can get to here. So I think I can move on this river fairly quickly. Don't see any of their units down there, so it might be worthwhile to pop over to here and try to get on that river. In the meantime, I'm on a river, so I'm going to trespass. You need to declare war to proceed with this action, okay? I'm just going to do it. I've been pretty flipped this whole game on what cultures I pick, what techs I pick, what districts I build, where I build my cities. And I'm now being pretty flip on the war, which is a serious business, but it's a game. So let's see what happens here. How do I declare war? Okay, it said I had to declare war, but it wouldn't let me. Okay, I'm clicking on the capital city. Nothing's going on there. Both empires are at peace. Okay, so here's the other empires. Okay, so their empire is this ram with the horns. That's what it looks like. So I click on this. I should get to the diplomacy screen. I should get, there we go. So my war support is 74. Yeah, I'm not listening to what you're saying because you're going to be dead soon. So their war support is 55. Their native war support is 80. So I might as well get them now before their war support gets high. My war support, it looks like, is less than whatever it is right now. So I'm losing 1 per turn. Let's keep going right now.
This point, right now, this point is the point of no return. It's war.
That is one handsome dude.
We will not be cowed.
Yeah, that's right. You're not going to be cowed. I'm going to kill you. Okay, so their war support is probably going to go up because I broke a treaty. So it's 55. It'll go to 65. My war support is going to go down. So I declared an unjust war. Wow. Unjust war. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, I wonder if there's some way I could have found how many troops they have before I just started a war with them. Would have been nice, don't you think? Okay, how do I get out of here? There we go. Okay, so now I can pop into here. I don't see any of their troops. My goal is to mass my troops and attack their troops. So I'm going to go here.
Follow me.
Okay, that costs 1 movement point. But to go here costs 2. But to go here costs 1.
Off we go.
Oh, hello. This guy is a... What is he? Yes, so what is my... Okay, so that's an even fight. I think I will gracefully... How do I get out of here? I think I will Oh, they won't let me get out of here. So I've got no actions left. Both sides are evenly matched, so I might as well attack them. I would like to not attack them and kind of back out and attack in a group, because I think if 2 people attack 1 people, I think that's better than... If he, let's say he has 2 people in total, rather than fighting 2 one-on-one battles, I'd rather fight a 2-on-1 battle and then another 2-on-1 battle. But anyway, let me fight here. I'm going to resolve it and see what happens. Did I lose? I lost, it looks like. Yeah, so I lost 100% of my strength. He lost 14% of his strength and 100% of his health. I lost the whole unit. Okay, that's probably a bad idea, a bad decision. So now I know not to do that. Let me pop up here. This is the warriors. I want them in front. So they go 1. So they've used up all their movement, I think, because they moved onto this river here. And this guy, he's already used all his movement. This guy has got 4. Can't move there. So we know he has a guy right over here on this river. So I think I will come up here and try to be... Okay, that's 1 to get on this river. So I can get on the river, I think. I think I'm on the river now. I've used up all my movement points. I'm on the river. He might come and attack, but if he does, I've got a unit of warriors right, I think, right behind me, so he should attack both of them at the same time. Plus, I'm going to move this guy over here. So that that party over here, excuse me, I moved them 1 at a time so that I didn't run into the guys, but then I did run into the guys, the enemy. The attack may or may not have been a good idea. Turned out to be a bad idea, but what I wanted to do was retreat and get the heck out of there. Probably should have done that, but then on the war screen, I think there's a retreat button that I missed. So, I know. Your population's war support drops by 8. Yeah. Okay, so now it's letting me end the turn. I don't think I have anything else I want to do. Okay, so now I'm peering intently, try to see where his guys are. Don't see them, so I want to move this guy up 1 at a time. Okay, so he's got a unit of 26 level horsey boys. So I want to take this guy and move them here. So I've got 2 guys on the river. He's got a unit of scouts over here somewhere north of Hattusa. We've got these 2 units, and then he's got, okay, my strength is 20. And he's got a 26th strength unit. Oh, 17. Scout riders are 17. So where did I see that 26? Oh, because they're inside their district. So they probably get fortification for being inside their city or their district. So I think I'm going to not attack them right now. He's got 3 moves left. He's got 0. I think I could move these guys up, the scouts up to here. Yeah, I could move them up to there. But I might want to wait. Let's see what I can do with these guys. These guys...
Follow me.
Okay, so... fine. Let's roleplay that by saying that unit was headed by a complete idiot. Me, in this case, but whatever. So, I don't have any more movement left, except for these scouts. I could move the scouts over on the other side of the warriors, but I think I want to try to keep these guys in some sort of line formation here. Okay, let's look at my city. It's not my city. My city is... My city is... I'm still building that district, right? Oh, yeah, here it is. Okay, my city is building a farmer's quarter. 3 turns. I can spend 49 and finish it. Nah, I'm good. Got 0 pop. So I'm going to get another population next time. No, wait. Oh, four turns. And the farmer's quarter is going to be done in 3. So that's good. So I think I'm just going to relax here and see what's going on. Okay, so it says there's 1 idle army. That guy. We'll let you guys... Do they have a fortify? Clear forest. Ransack. Don't know what that means. Claim territory. Attack. Yeah, so I don't see a fortify button, so I'm just gonna... Now, he should start coming after me. Okay, so he's attacking me. So he's got 1 guy attacking my scouts. And he's got scout riders. Scout riders are 17 and my scouts are 14. So so why aren't these guys supporting on the flanks here? He pondered. Okay, so I don't know how the battle system works. I think... What happens if I retreat? I think I can move back to someplace. And then he will be fighting... He maybe, if he goes forward, he'll be fighting my warriors. Or if I manually battle him, maybe my warriors will join the fight. I don't know. Well, I don't want to instant resolve, because if he kills me and then stays down there, that's going to be bad. So I'm going to... Wait, why don't I... If I manually battle, I can put my scouts back here behind the army. Let me try that. I will put them right here. Okay. Oh, this guy... Well, I better put him there so he has to run into my army to see what's going on. In deployment. So I'm confused. I'm confused. I want you to stop whatever the hell it is you're doing. My turn. Oh, defend. This is my flag that I'm defending? Sure, whatever. Wait, victory? Okay, so it turns out if you have no idea what the hell you're doing, then, okay, they lost 0 units, I lost 0 units. I'm assuming my guy is pretty depleted. No, he's not. He must have withdrawn. Let's see. Okay, I've won the battle at Turin. Tyrene. And my war support goes up by 8. That's good. Let me look at my war support here.
I warn you.
58, 73.
Do not deceive me.
So, I guess I don't really understand what's going on here. If he can attack a guy when I've got a guy right next to him. Can these guys move on the same square? Doesn't look... Oh, yeah. Okay, let me do that then. Who knew? Okay, so now I've got these guys. They have no units left, no movement left. Oh, can I attack? Doesn't look like it. In my city, everything's going just fine. So I'm going to move. My researchers are current. Oh, that's right. So now I'm going to hit through the 3 key and pick the next thing. One of these 3: fishing, masonry, or bronze working. Yeah, so I'm in a war. I probably should get bronze working. Although fishing, okay, +3 food on a harbor. I don't have a harbor, I don't think. So I'm going to go for bronze working. So now it's going to let me in my turn. Let's see if anybody attacks me. Nope. New notification. Okay, Titawan gained 1 pop. So they now have 3 out of 4 populations. I can evolve this into a city for 80 fame. That's going to take me 4 more turns. So this thing here has got a population of 1. And next turn it's going to get a population of 2. Okay, well that's good. So my outposts are growing. I think that's a good thing. I've got 1 turn until my farmer's quarter gets done. And these guys are... Oh, these guys have some movement points left. There's no doesn't look like it looks like I can see their city, and there's nobody there, so there's no units in the places that I can see. So maybe they're over here. I'm going to go 1 unit over here, see if I can see those guys. Wait. I'm going to go 1 unit up the river. Okay. Okay, so here's his guys. So he's got some guys there. I've got 48, 39. I say, why not just attack that son of a gun? My guys are stronger. Prepare my assault. Instant resolution. And looks like I lost. Or 1? Lost 1? Yeah, it looks like I lost. But I gained an era star. Okay, so I have no more units left. So all of my units are dead. And...
Do not waste my time.
What is this? Open your history with the Hittites. War resolution. So they won't let me propose a white peace. Surrender. So I give the, what do they want? They want 600 gold. Yeah, I don't have 600
I can see
gold.
this demand is beyond you. It is withdrawn.
Ah, you're seeing clearly now.
Okay, so going to war with the Hittites turned out to be a bad idea. I'm going to have to finish this farmer's quarter here and then build a warrior. Ugh. So it looks like the problem with that was that I was assaulting them in their city. It said it was an even fight, but whatever. So they had units outside their city and then units inside the city. So I'm guessing that I was able to do some damage to their units outside the city. Okay, how do I get out of here? Choose who you want to appraise of this marker and then place it on the map. I want you to go away. No. Okay. Jeez. What's going on here? Okay, so everything is... The only thing I can see is the stuff around my cities. I'm going to say that I've completely bollocksed up this game, but that's just the way it is. Some things happen for a reason. I've only played, what, 5 turns, and I think I've completely destroyed my civilization here. Yeah, let's go to our next turn and wait for the Hittites to come and attack us. Opens the list of adjacent outposts to attach to this city. Yeah, so I'm not familiar with that concept. I do remember seeing it in some of the videos, but I don't know what the benefits are. So it cost me... This cost the city a stability penalty, and it cost me 15 fame for either one of these. Ah, show details. And then, I don't know if this is the increase. And so I don't know if this is the stuff that the city is that the outpost is producing, and it's going to end up going to the city instead. So I can't tell what from this UI what the benefit. Okay, surplus food after a city's population is fed. So is Horna using this or Horna not using this industry here? So Horna is... I don't think Horna is doing anything with this. Oh, so I could build an artisan's quarter here. I thought it said it would. Okay, so this Horna is generating 6 food, 1400. Doesn't look like it's doing anything with this 14 here. Building this artisan's quarter only costs 17 fame. Doesn't cost any industry. Wow. So it sounds like if I go here... Okay, where was that attached thing? Liberate. Okay, so where is the attached thing hidden? Okay, so now I'm thinking of going back to that attached thing, but I can't find the Oh, here it is right here. Opens a list of adjacent outposts to attach to this city. So right now, this city is making 9, 11, 3, 11. That's not too bad. Jeez. If I understand this correctly, it's going to add 6, 14, 0, 0. If I go here, it's going to add 7, 5, 0, 0. So what the downside is, I don't know. Oh, it costs 15 fame. That's one of the downside. And the stability penalty. And maybe if you attach the outpost, you can't turn it into a city. Okay, so I got 31. 1. So I could take this. So he's making 6. Food, a turn, and 6. Wait, jeez. Five turns or 5 output? 5 output per turn. Okay, this is doing 31 output per turn. Okay. So it should be pretty quick to build stuff. And I'm building 6 food per turn. Okay. Now I'm getting 6 food. Wait. Okay, so this is 2/14 plus 1 apparently means something. I think I'm going to get 1 population in 1 turn. Wait. So the food thing is underneath the food thing, and the stability thing is underneath the industry thing. And the fame thing is underneath the money thing. Six food, 31, 4, 12. 12 food, 25. Yeah, so this one guy is doing 6 somethings. Wait, what is this? Yeah, so I think this is better. I'm getting 12 food instead of 6 per turn. No, I'll go with that. I don't know why I'm doing that, but I am. So now I can build other stuff. Although, hey, just for fun. Yeah, see, it's quicker to build if I have more industry. But I need more people because I'm going to be making some units, some attackers. Ooh, I can build archers now. So I'm at war. I'm losing the war. Lots of nice stuff here. I could build another school, apparently. Where could I? Okay, so I could build the second school next to that thing. I don't want to do that, though, so I'm going to... Yeah, so I need, let's see, garrison. Garrison, garrison, garrison. I think I need to build the units first, so I'm going to build the warrior first. Here we go. So, intern. All right, so I need to quit complaining about everything because I don't know what's going on because I didn't do the tutorial, but I didn't do the tutorial because why should I? Oh, okay, intern at 23. I gained a population. Okay, that's right. So now I've got... Why don't I get another population guy? Good. So I've got 2 population. Okay, let's go to the next turn. I will research bronze working. Oh, great. So now I can get some spearmen. Okay, this receives a bonus fighting mounted enemies. That would be nice because he did have those mounted scouts. So I probably should build one of those. That's costing me some money. Okay, so now I've got a regiment. Let me pop him out here and see if he can see anybody. I guess I would assume they would just come straight up. There we go. This is a unit of scouts. So I can go take him. But do I gain benefits because I'm in my territory? I think I do. I think I'll go right there and then just stop because one thing I can't not stop. Rocky field or stone field. Okay. So that's that. Anything else I need to do? One idle city. Oh, that's right. I built the... Now I need a ranged unit so I can... Hopefully, if I understand how this works, I can just stand behind my warrior. Here we go. So I'll take a couple turns doing that. My researchers are currently idle. Okay, what the hell does that mean? Oh, that's the tech tree. So, do I want masonry or fishing? I think I need to see what I can do with fishing. Except I don't have any harbors. Although maybe I could build a harbor. Let's see. Yeah. Let's study fishing, maybe build a harbor, and then there we go. So now it's going to let me end the turn. So let me go through here. I've got 2 stars. One from obtaining 7. Oh. It looks like the next technology I hit, I'm going to gain my 2nd science star. Okay, that's good. 3 territories attached to any city. So I could do that by attaching that other guy just to get a star. 6 districts, I've got 2. I have 2. 6 pop, or 12 pop, I've got 6. Destroy 6 units, I've destroyed 4. Earn money. Okay, so I think I will get 1 more star just for the hell of it. Just to make sure I can do that by attaching that other city, that other outpost. Pascalera. Urology. Okay, So that's that. So I still don't have access to the civic screen for some reason. So I think they said Shift F10 was this. Oh yeah, maybe I'll take a screenshot. What's that, F12? Okay. Okay, so Shift F10, turn the UI back on. Let's see what these guys here do. Wait, enter.
For your families.
Whoa. What happened there? What?
I'm on it.
I'm confused. I am confused in turn. I guess I'll see later on. So they moved. All right, so I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm probably going to lose this game here, but so why could I not attack them? Oh, they must have, maybe they retreated or something.
Come on!
Come on, lads. Capture their flag. Instant resolution. Victory. I got victory. My war support increased. My war support is now
Do
39.
not waste my time.
This is not going to end well. So I lost half of my guy. My guy's health. He's all completely gone. I can live with that. So I'm going to gain 20 per turn. So 2 turns should get me in pretty good shape. Oh, I've got the arrow boys. I'm thinking I'm going to move them right there. In case anybody comes up this valley here. Oh, maybe you have to put them in the same unit. Oh, okay, so now they are in the same unit. Okay, so now if they're in the same unit, then when they attack, you can put them out on the map. Okay, so good for them. What do I need to do here? I've got nothing in the construction queue. I've built 2 units. I don't want to build another district, another Confucian school. Copper mine. Or an artisan's quarter. Or maker's quarter. Or a granary. Station +2 food on river. So am I on a river? That city's not on a river. This not lucky. So I don't think anybody's on a river right now, at least. Pottery workshop. So I get +4 influence. Right now I'm only getting 7 per turn. Yeah, that's, I think for a 1-turn deal, that seems like a pretty good idea. Now that allows me to end my turn.
Follow me.
Ooh, who the hell is this? Why is it flarking in and out? If I attack him, it looks like I'm going to win here, so I might as well just attack. Get this over with. My side is stronger overall. Victory. I got an era star. I got an era star because I got another militarist star. Good for me. And I lost half of my guys. Both of my guys lost about half. So I want to stay in my territory so that I can regain. Yeah, so they both have the plus 20. So that will be 3 turns for this guy and 2 turns for this guy. So I'm just going to sit my ass here, or maybe I should move back. Can't move right now anyway. Oops. War support increased, which is still super low. 43, and there's 60. So at some point, I guess people will stop supporting the war, and something bad will happen. I don't know. I guess I'll find out. So I can get another era score by just attaching this city, this outpost. I don't know what that does. So I got the era star there. I don't know if that does any good or not. I don't know if that was a bad idea. The only reason I did it is so that I could get this era star here. So now I have 4 era stars. Okay, so once somebody meets the next era, I will get an era star. And then when the second person reaches that era, I get another era star. I need 3 more. Okay, so I don't have a 4th territory to expand into. I've built 2 districts. Okay, I might get a new population here sometime soon. Kind of earning money, and I probably will get a next scientist star. So I think the air star thing is going okay. Let me look at the people here, the new cultures. Not sure who I want. Okay, so it's not letting me see the civics screen. So how do I see the civic screen? Maybe I should read the book. Yeah, maybe I should look through this sometime. Possibly when the stream is not going. Maybe after the stream's over, I'll look through all this stuff so that I can get some idea of what's going on. Open the game menu. Okay, so what was the question I was going to ask? Okay, my border with the Hittites is huge. So as soon as these guys rest up, that'll be 3 turns. And I'm going to strike into here, come up next to his city. Maybe go into here, pop over to here, and then, who knows what I'm going to do. Okay, so I was looking at this. Okay, I don't want to see that anymore. I was looking at builder stars, agrarian stars, militarist stars, scientist stars, merchant stars. Oh yeah, how to see the civics menu. Maybe this will tell me. I'll take a look at the civics menu. Then I'm probably going to wrap the stream up here. I'm not going to apologize for being cranky that I'm not smart enough to understand the UI, but I do understand that that I put the city in the wrong place. That's a learning experience. I don't know what attaching a district does. I didn't really work through all the ins and outs of that. But it did give me some error stars. I'm just kind of flouncing around doing error stars. And yeah, so some of the UI was a little rough for me. Couldn't quite understand what's going on. A little overly reliant on icons and like number/number. Probably wouldn't hurt to have more pop-ups or make that more Make the number/number mean number per, and then this slash circle with the time thing in there, meaning per turn. Why don't you just say per turn? You kind of overly reliant on icons, but those are nitpicks. They're not really nitpicks. They're kind of make it difficult for me to get into the game. So I was going to look at civic screens. Civics. There we go. Civic screen. When the civic screen is when a civic is unlocked, this is accessible via a shortcut located on the triggered narrative event or via the society screen. Okay, so how do I get to the society screen? Click. Click. Society screen. Okay, so that's actually a phrase. That they list in the civic screen that according to this is not found. Okay, let's see what society has to say about stuff. Not found. Via the society screen. So this, oops. Is this the society screen? Is this the society screen? Is this the society screen? Oh, so who's in first? I'm in second, so... Oh, so me and the Hittites are basically tied for second and third. And who's ever first is kind of running, not running away with it. They've got one more star than I do. Okay, so the society screen, that's not it. Maybe this is the society screen. So how do I get to the civics screen from here? Not it. Click, click. What is this? Okay, show civics. Cannot be done without any civic unlocked. Okay, so they're not letting me see the civics because I don't deserve to. So what I was trying to do on this this playthrough was leave my civics, pick civics such that my society came right in the middle of these ideologies. I think it's very difficult if you're a developer or game designer to not individualism, collectivism. You know, it's hard to, you know, if you're in favor of one or the other, homeland, authority, liberty, progress, tradition. So I'm going to look at the words here. Supporting individual interests instead of collective ones. Okay, so collectivism doesn't say supporting collective interests instead of individual ones. It looks to me like the developers are kind of mildly on the collectivism side, just in terms of the adjectives they use. Cooperation, humanism, or universalism, militarization for a reason of unifying groups, etc. Okay, that sounds like the guy from the middle of the last century who had a mustache. Choices taken emphasize group defense, exceptionalism, militarization for reasons against other groups, etc. Okay, so I know that outside of Texas, the word exceptionalism is a pejorative. So I'm going to guess they are world collectivists. The designers, sorry. Authority. Choices taken emphasize controlling dissonance. Policing. Population. Defining what people are allowed to do and not do in a top-down manner, etc. Well, welcome to 2021, Humankind developers. Choices taken emphasize people taking initiative in organizing their society. What they express, what they say to the political structure. So they sound like liberty. Changing how things are done, searching for new ideas, questioning tradition. Yeah. Repudiating new ways. Okay, so they're clearly progress, liberty, world, collectivists. I shouldn't say clearly. That's just kind of what I'm reading into it. But anyway, so now I found the screen. How did I find it again? I click on this, and then I clicked on this thing. That gave me this balance thing here. 48 influence, and I'm gaining 19 per turn. Well, that's not bad at all. I've got 0 enactable civics, so it's not going to let me show the civics until I get a civic unlocked. I don't know how to do that, but I guess I'll find out. Now, this is the short version of the tech tree. So here's the tech tree. And here's the short version of the tech tree. Okay, so I need to get better at the game, obviously, and I also need to get a little bit better at the interface. I decided to explicitly not do the tutorial, just rely on watching the YouTube videos. And again, so there's a bit of frustration here and there on the interface, but again, that happened when I was playing the classic Civilization, what, 40 years ago? Same deal, and that was a lot simpler. They did not have districts. They didn't have trade, although they had a trader unit, but no trade. No trade screen. The diplomacy was pretty bare bones. So, learning a new game is always frustrating. I decided to lean into the frustration. If people find that annoying, I do apologize. It looks like these outposts turned into administrative centers for the city. Again, I don't know if that was a good idea or a bad idea. Here's my... Yikes. These Hittites are getting big. I need to go in and just kill them all. Not much I can do there. Brief excursion. Like I said, I was looking for the society. It was down in this single button right here the whole time. So I spent an hour looking for that button and never clicked it. I'm kind of a let's click buttons and see what happens guy, but it looks like... Wow. It looks like I just didn't click the buttons. I didn't click the buttons that led to the civic screen. Although I thought for sure it said, oh yeah, so if I click 4, I'll go to the civic screen, but the civic screen is not open. But it did not take me to the society screen. And the encyclopedia mentions the society screen, but doesn't have any information on the society screen and how to get to it. So here's my main city. I've got a wait, this is a farmer quarter right here, I think. Here's my here's the downtown, whatever you want to call it. Here's the Confucian school, and then I've got a farmer's quarter right here. So that farmer's quarter is a little bit more difficult to see compared to the Confucian school. Maybe that's on purpose so that once you do a bunch of farmer's quarters, it looks more like a set of farms. So there is kind of a, well, I can't really tell. Again, the problem is looking behind these mountains at this farmer's quarter. Maybe I'm missing something. Yeah, so it only lets me turn a little bit. So that's kind of a minor problem there, but or issue. Maybe I can, let me look at the settings and see if I can turn the height down. Language. Okay, so the interface side looks just fine. Gameplay. So everybody watching probably wants me to go through the tutorial. Maybe I'll do that off stream. Battle animation speed. I didn't really notice any problem on that. Video. Turn it to beautiful. It looked fine to me. Of course, the good looked great to me too. So I'm only getting 40 FPS. That's kind of weird. I was pretty happy with my computer. I'll knock this down to 60. That should be okay. Or I could turn it back to good. I'll worry about that later. Maybe it's the window versus full screen window. Maybe that impacts the frame rate. So I'm looking for some way to turn down the mountains. Turn down the mountains. Credits list. I probably should look at the credits list. Okay, make mountains flat again. I don't see that particular. Okay, so I don't see a way to settings, game options. Oh, elevation. Okay, that's how many mountains there are, not how annoying they are when you look at them. So let's stop worrying about this stuff here. I'm going to go ahead and save the game into the stream, and see how everything's going. So I appreciate your time. I will be back later. I'll have a session 4 and turn 27. Still in the ancient era. Again, I'm trying to buzz through the eras, but it looks I spent what hour and a half on this era, and the ancient era still not done. So it's not a speed through type game, even though I turned the. Let me show you here. Game options. Okay, maybe you could create non-standard scroll bars, because scroll bars were really popularized starting 35 years ago. So it's important to go in and redo every user interface, because okay, game speed is fast. Population growth rate, money accumulation, and research speed. World is small. And I've got 3 continents. Okay, I've got 3 continents and a new world. So I don't know I think that means 4 continents in total. But anyway, trying to go fast. Let me go ahead and save this game out there on the cloud. And I will get back to here, and I will end the stream. And I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thanks, everybody. I will see y'all later. Oh, It's Best Level was here. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. If you're stopping in. Again, this is not a chess stream. This was the Humankind. I thought I'd jump on that, see what that was like. I'll go ahead and my next stream, we'll see if I'm in a better mood or not. Maybe I am, maybe I will be, maybe I won't be, but you'll be the first to know. So thanks a lot, everybody. Good.